Hey team, Rob here. Cyclo-Cross. What is it? Why should I do it? And how do I get here? Well, Cyclo-Cross is one of the older forms of cycling. Definitely predating any mountain biking, BMX, any of those cool sports. Cyclo-Cross was invented by roadies who, due to winter and being too cool, decided, hey, let's race through the mud. So they left the roads, went through the paddocks, over hedges, through streams, and just got awesome. Why should you do it? Well, why wouldn't you? Because cyclocross is a winter sport, there's not a heck of a lot else on. So you can come along on a Sunday morning, beat yourself against the wall for an hour, then have a few drinks, have a good time, feel like you've done something with your weekend. Now, what can you ride and who's it for? A, you can ride almost anything. Obviously, a real cross bike is very specific, and we'll show you why and what one is shortly. But any good club won't turn you away if you turn up on a mountain bike, if you turn up on a road bike with slicks, even if you have a road bike and you've fitted some sort of commuting knobbly tyres. It's just everything's good. Now, who can ride? Literally anyone. 6-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 80-year-olds. One of our best club members is in his 80s, rides all 3 races in a day. I'd like to see some of you young folks do that. So, let's show you around what we love about cross and what you may face if you come along to a day. Okay, so what is a cyclocross bike? Well, in essence, a cyclocross bike looks like a road bike, but with some subtle differences. So you've got nice big clearances in the fork to allow for a fat tyre, as well as down here at the bottom bracket and up at the seat stays. The geometry is generally a wee bit more compact to make it a wee bit more nimble. Most cross bikes these days are going to a 1x chainring with a clutch, just to minimise dropping those chains. And all the real high-end bikes, hydraulic disc brakes. So, to recap, modified road bike, but better. If you're looking for one bike to do them all, cross bike is a good option because you can put slicks on it, ride it on the road. But alternatively, a gravel bike probably ticks those boxes even better. Road, gravel, cross, anything. Okay, so cyclocross is primarily an off-road sport. Like I say, it's come about from winter conditions being too poor to ride road, so you leave the roads, you go across the fields. We're in a field. Fields are an excellent starting point for any cross race. When you get to your field, you look around, you see what amazing, awesome, technical, horrible features you can find. Up to a point, the more horrible the better. Hills, up and down, excellent. Single track, jumps, rocks, not really rocks, but definitely sand. Definitely grass, definitely mud, definitely stairs. Oh jeez.
Looks like there's actual stairs because of mud.
These shoes have no grip.
I do.
Hills. Hills are so good. Hills are the great equaliser, or the great separator, depending on how fit you are. We got guys at the club that will ride up these hills like they're nothing, and guys like myself who, after 2 or 3 laps, it's a push. Not even running, it's pushing. So as well as running uphill, we also like going downhill. Yeah, Jacob.
Go Jacob, hold that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Did you slip like hey Nelly?
Yeah, Rob. Let it run. Let it run.
Downhills into corners are really great, because if it's muddy, people fall off. But downhills where you go super fast, like this nice long hill here, are really good too. Especially if you come charging down here enough, you can actually jump off this into the single track, which then has a super sweet berm at the bottom.
Well, I tell you,
2 minutes in, and that's about the day really.
Now this may look like a regular bank and you think, meh, what are we going to do on that? But with a wee bit of cross creativity, you turn it into a super sick wall ride.
Actually, I caught up, I think, at this stage. Actually, no. You know how I see one.
Now, as well as taking advantage of natural features, which we love, when we can't find a natural feature, in order to muck people up, we put in some barriers. Barriers like this can be negotiated two ways. You can either hop them, or you can run them. Running is a nearly foolproof way of getting over the barriers and ensuring you get around to the next lap safely. So, how do you get here? Well, you look up Southern Cross CX on the internet. We're on Facebook, we've got a webpage. Hutt Cross up in Upper Hutt does it as well, and there are many other cross series up and down New Zealand. So wherever you are, you don't have to miss out. But if you want to come see us here at Southern Cross, Canterbury, starting in May, get on down. Alright, so thanks for joining us today guys. Hopefully this has explained a bit better what cyclocross is, why you should do it, and what you're missing out on if you don't turn up. So, as always, hit that like button, subscribe to see more. Until next time guys, ride on.